Hello YouTube, we're going to attempt to make a homemade handle for our claw hammerhead that we redid. There's a gas station that sells firewood, for camping, and he always has oak, ash, or walnut. And I'm assuming this is oak. It's not walnut, and it's not ash. I know what ash bark looks like, so I'm pretty sure I'm right. See that? We want the hammerhead going. See the straight grain? We want like the head of the hammer going that direction. So we got a lot to work with. We were taking our big hatchet right here, using it as a wood wedge. I know that's how we broke the handle. It shattered it from the impacts with our little sledge there. That's what shattered it, had to repair it from all that shock that it took, splitting to wood like that. So let's get to work and see what we can come up with. You know it's gonna work or you won't see this video. Okay, we're down to 2 pieces to pick from. Let's show you the first piece. See that? If you can tell, it's got a bow and a twist to it. Look at that. Not very good, huh? But look at this one, before it split. This is way, excuse me, congestion. This is way oversized. But look at it. It almost says make me a hammer handle. See where it bows back here? Hammer handles are fatter. And it might bow this direction like this. I said it's way too thick than what it has to be. So we're going, and this is dry. There's one way to tell what you, because this has been packaged, wrapped in plastic, sitting outside. One way to tell is stick it on your cheek. Put your lips on it. It's cold, but it doesn't feel wet. You can try to back your hand, but there's going to be some moisture in it. It's probably laid around all winter. Yeah, that's how it was together. They got a nice color. We're going with this. I said it's way oversized at the top. Not bragging, but when you get a wedge on there like I like, that's why I like a hatchet, because it's nice wide and it's going to split real fast. So we do have tools to scrape and route this or grind this off without doing a lot of hand work. So first thing you do, make it fit your hammerhead. If you mess it up, you haven't spent all the time making a handle, work your way down. That's just how I'm going to do it. I watched a man, he build his own axe handle out of like a 2x4 piece. It wasn't a 2x4, it was like hickory cut to a 2x4. Yeah, so it's not confuse anybody. Make it fit the hammer first, then work your way down. Or get it close, so you know your hammerhead will fit. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start working on making the hammerhead fit. So stay tuned. It's Sunday, and I am not going to work hard on a Sunday. It's about 60 degrees out with the wind blowing. It feels like 40. We got a 25-mile wind coming out of the south. It is nasty. There's stuff flying everywhere, leaves and dust. And so we're going to try not to work outside too much. So it can be a rambling video. That's the way it is. Maybe I'll wait and post this one next Sunday. Okay, we got it roughed out. Determined what was going to be the back of the hammer. And this is what we use. We have one with a rounded tip and we lost it. We don't know where we misplaced it at, but hope we find it. That does work pretty good, but the rounded tip tends to feel easier when you're trying to contour something. Make a radius or go around a curve. Okay, it's cloudy and 62. We've been sitting down there enjoying we had to move around just like a campfire. You move and the sawdust goes to your face. Move, it goes to your face. We're going for a straight, plain, rounded over tapered handle. We're going to do some hand sanding. 80 grit. It will eat that wood up like it's nothing. We kind of caught a little bit here where it goes inside the hammerhead, made a few gouges, but it does not matter. Okay, on to the shop. The rest is all hand sanding. No more power tools. Okay, before we forget, we're going to put this clip in the video somewhere. We took a lot of wood off with this. We resharpened it, and it will shave wood down like you would not believe. It'll actually go too deep. So, that's what we used. See that? That's what we shaved it down with. Okay, back to the show. Okay, it's the next day we're done. It is the March 22nd, about 48 degrees out. It's cold and it's raining out. Probably for the next 2 or 3 days, not to be sarcastic. We're done. I want to mention though, when I was checking that wood, it was wet because it was darker than it is now. As I worked it, it kind of got out of that orange color. Just a simple handle. We did shove it one way if you can see it. Because this hammerhead is crooked, we use an extra long, wide wedge. Because thickness is this way, so it's wide up. Then we filled that full of epoxy. And run way down inside there. I don't know if you can see it. Shots are hard to get. Because this hammerhead was off. It kept pointing down, so we kind of kicked the hammer this way. But just a simple handle, it's flat. On the belt sander, flat as I can get it. It may have a little bow to it like this. It went on way further than when I first did it. Because I sanded a little bit more relief and it really sunk down in there. I had to cut about 1/4 inch off from when I first had it fitted. But there you go. I don't have no oil. I don't want to shellac it. I'll wait till I get some kind of oil. Because I don't want to stain it. This might be coated with clear coat, but I just don't know. Clear coat will chip. I'd rather keep it oiled. But it is a nice hammer. This handle is 12 inches long. What's the odds of this? This piece of wood was 14 inches long and it takes about 2 inches to get there. But a really nice hammer for big nails, even though the head's small. It has to weigh over 2 pounds. It is a nice hefty hammer. And a ripping hammer, I said you can get under stuff and it ain't as curved. So it'll stand like that. See? Look, no hands. I don't know about the handle. It is oak. But I'm happy. I've only made one other handle before as for a hatchet. It was ugly, so I bought my belt sander and I thinned it down. If you remember that, I did. It was a real small shingling hatchet hammer. It had that notch, real small head, I should say. Yeah, I like it. I don't want a dark stain. I want to be able to know this is oak. This is what they'd call white oak. I'm sure I am right. Epoxy never did run out of here. It gets kind of tight up in there, even though there's a gap. So it never did run all the way down. But I'd say it run about halfway down in there. That's going to take a lot of that shock out of that not fitting in there properly. But it looks nice, and it's done. Definitely what I'll use if I do some carpenter work. Nobody hardly uses nails anymore. But real quick, I always say I don't get paid for it. This is epoxy I use. It's 2 parts. And you should have it warm. You can always put warm water, but it works really good. That's what I fixed my spear handle with. I mean, it is good stuff. There you go. Thanks for watching. Might be too long a video, but at least I got some goodies in there for you to see of how I did different things. So, we're out of here. Look for the nice pictures.